Hi Internet, this is Venom. Welcome back on my channel. Today I will show you an old footage on Metro Conquest Mode. This footage you are watching at the present time was done to talk about the glitch of the Mass M26 with darts, and how players took advantage of it in order to raise their stats or to win the match. My squad was really unhappy of the use of this glitch. We lost this game just by 10 tickets. By checking the battle report, we saw something terrific. Two players achieved 138 kills out of 139 just with the Mass M26. Imagine 138 out of 139 kills. So it was a real massive reason to be really disappointed. This footage was as well the last I captured with my friend and squadmate SgtHamster, and I want to talk about this great player. Now he's been away for a bit more than 5 weeks because he's the father of a beautiful baby girl. The parenthood call him and he's doing his duty very well. Hamster brought me back on the multiplayer on FPS on console because before I was just mainly playing the main campaign. I was not playing the multiplayer on console for mainly 3 reasons. The first one was, in my opinion, the superior platform to play FPS is the PC with a mouse and a keyboard. Obviously some people are wondering why these footage are from PS3. I didn't change my mind in despite of I'm playing on FPS on console. The PC is a superior platform, but in fact it's a choice I did. The second reason was not playing that much on multiplayer, it's the audience. I didn't like some behavior of the players on multiplayer. Some players were yelling, complaining, winning too much, and worse, sometimes we could hear them insulting each other or bashing each other, and I didn't like this state of mind. Fortunately the mute button exists. This kind of event was really true on FPS with few or no team objective. I'll talk about this action there. We were struggling to control Bravo, and SgtHamster made a call to get Alpha and to run through the back escalator of Bravo because the defense was close to the flag and we have an highway open to go to on Alpha. I was expecting to see Russians chasing us, and I spot on the minimap Doritos, and I've been touched by a couple of bullets. So I decided to cover the progression of our squad, and I succeeded to take down 2 of the enemies. I think 4 of us were on our way on Alpha, if I remember. The move was really interesting. We did adapt to the game and what's going on Bravo, and we tried to be a bit more imaginative to change the game. This good call of Hamster basically became a game changer. Later he asked us as well to change skits. We need 1 recon to have a spawn beacon on Alpha, and he asked to have 2 extra support guy. Some blueberries spawn on Alpha and strike back on Bravo. The defense of the Russian side was weakened by this move, and they had a new equation to solve. They needed to control Alpha and not to lose Bravo. The game became open and we pushed hard to get the win with no success. Let's come back to the reason I was not playing the multiplayer of the FPS. So the third reason for me was, I think, the whole multiplayer were mainly based on stat, KD, etc, etc. Players were caring more about their stats and were less interested on team play. I'm talking just about my personal experience. Maybe I was not lucky, but anyway, things change. There is a Battlefield series, and more and more FPS team play oriented came on PC and console. For example, on PS3 I spent a lot of time on MAG. I previously told you the superior platform to play FPS is a PC, and I'm playing on console. I'm a gamer and I play a wide range of games, and on PS3 there are some exclusive game I like. So I didn't want to invest time and money onto platform, so I was satisfied to game on console, and I was satisfied to play FPS on it too. How do I know Hamster? This is simple. He's a colleague, and we've been working in the same company for 6 years now, I think. So is Arork, a handsome and P3 star, other member of the squad. Hamster had a strong background of Call of Duty. It took him a while to join us on Battlefield Bad Company 2. We had a lot of discussion about this game on other shooters, and a kind of fanboy discussion started out. We were killing him and telling him Battlefield Bad Company 2 was a far more superior game than Call of Duty Modern Warfare. I think I have to give Arork the credit to bring him into Battlefield Bad Company 2, and we gain massive addition to our squad. I still don't know how Arork succeed to sell to Hamster this game. Anyway, when he came on this game, he straight away PTFO with us, and he liked it. And it was not anymore about stats. It was about how to win the match, and what to do, and what tactic to apply. We started to fall deep into this game because during the lunchtime or during the break, everything was around Battlefield Bad Company 2. We were debriefing about our victory or our lost matches, and tried to make the things working much better for the next game. We shared information we collect on the game, such as weapon stats or YouTube videos. So each time we try to play the objective the best way we can. That means to adapt to the enemy, the allies, and try to use the best option or the best tool to win the match or to reverse the course of the match. Versatility and imagination is one of the key of the success. Another one is shooting right or not dying too much. On that part, I'm not shining at all. Hamster is shining at it. He's far better than everyone else at shooting at targets. He has a really good KD, and that's not a fate. This not come by chance. He worked it out a lot on code and other shooters where stats are a sign of success. Hamsters so make me improve my gameplay and my shooting. My KD is low. Even it's now around 1 on Battlefield 3. I was doing not that good on Battlefield Bad Company 2. I did start I think around 0.25, and the last time I played this game I was around 0.85. This is my learning curve. Hamster gave me tips when we were talking about my different epic failures. He explained me how to succeed to have better shootings, and on how to die less. He's got a point there. In a game we need all the soldiers on the field to do their duty, such as killing enemy, holding them, make their progression on the objective much more difficult. And so I try to apply his tips. So I started not to shoot every target. I started to choose the target I could take down. In firefight I try to reload on cover. In close quarter combat I try to use the hip firing. All these things seems obvious now for me, but this took me a while to improve, and this is something difficult to stick on it at the beginning. But I needed to learn this behavior. It's tricky to put theory into practice. It's just a question of practicing and persistence. Medal of Honor was an interesting experience for us as well, because we were curious about this title. We did enjoy the campaign. We spent a good amount of time on the multiplayer. We needed to adapt a bit on this gameplay. And for me it was a good game to see if I did understand every tips Hamster told me. So far the multiplayer we did like it, even if you think the dev didn't have time to polish it, but it was entertaining. Then there is Battlefield 3. We were blown away with the different trailer we saw at the E3 2011. We knew the footage were coming from a PC, but we were confident about the quality of the game on console. We could not wait to get our hand on it. Then we had the opportunity to play on the beta. My experience on the beta was a real nightmare. I could not do a thing. The game was not suiting to me at all. I could not achieve anything on this game. I stopped the beta and I decided to wait the release version of the game. Hamster gave us a lot of impression about this beta, and I was quite confident about the final game. When the game was released, I struggled a lot at the beginning. Even if Battlefield 3 has a Battlefield gameplay with squad, I could not handle this game the way I was doing it on Battlefield Bad Company 2. It took me a while to start to be comfortable with it. I tried to find the best settings for my gameplay, and when that was done, it was much easier for us to PTFO 3-4 times weeks. Hamster and Arork were a good help for that. So at the beginning I focused on what I like the most, explosive and blow stuff up. And then vehicles, especially armor vehicles. For the helicopter, things are a bit different because they were really completely different from Battlefield Bad Company 2. But I think it was for the best, because like this, some skillful pilot doesn't dominate the game. But I'm worried these kind of things could go back, because the last couple of weeks I saw some skillful pilot doing the same kind of flying they were doing on Battlefield Bad Company 2. And this kind of way of flying can change the balance of the game. The game is not perfect because it has some issues such as bugs and glitches, but so far it's got a quite good balance. About glitches, I think this is a real problem because human being is weak and he like to use everything in order to win. We experimented that with the Mass M26 or the wall detection issue. The glitches broke massively the balance of the game. On the other hand, I think I'm not blaming people who try to be creative and who are diverting some feature of the game, because it's all about imagination, and anyway all the player will learn how to counter it or to use it. C4 was not meant to transform the vehicle into kamikaze or jihad. Some players are using the falling tree to climb in buildings. These kind of things are fair because player can replicate it and use it at their own advantage, and this is not breaking the balance of the game. Balancing the game is a key word, and I think it's the only way not to frustrating players. DICE tried at a couple of times to rebalance the game with more or less success. So far I think they are not doing too bad, in despite of some complaint, and they're trying to listen to their community. Apart of all these things, we had really good time playing together, my friend and I, and I think the much more important thing is we succeed to team up. This is one of the reasons why I like this game and I spend time into this multiplayer. We did PTFO as long as we can. When Hamster told us this won't last for a long time because a nice event will happen. At the beginning of May, he stopped to log in on his PS3. We knew it was it, and we are happy for him, his wife and his daughter.